What if the most powerful medicine you need is already moving inside you? Right now, with every breath you take, and every breath you've been too afraid to finish. That exhaustion that sleep doesn't fix. The feeling that you're wading through fog. Your light, flickering under the weight of it all. Mystics, empaths, heyokas, I see you, because that weight, I have carried it in the marrow of my bones. And I know this truth, beloved ones, because I've lived it. This year, mononucleosis drained me for months like a slow river pulling away my strength. Even a short walk felt like climbing a mountain. 2 bouts of bronchitis followed, searing my lungs and stealing my breath, each cough echoing the weight of unspoken fears. Layered on top of illness was trauma, 4.5 years of narcissistic abuse, gaslighting and control that twisted my sense of reality. Stalking, secret filming, being doxxed and followed, all of it left me in a maze of hypervigilance. My nervous system burning energy I didn't have to spare. As an empath and heyoka, the malice and violation weren't just experiences. I absorbed them, amplified them, until exhaustion lived in my bones. That's why I've chosen to slow down. My videos will be shorter now, for a while. Sacred pauses instead of marathons. Because honoring our limits is not weakness, it's survival. For us sensitives, pacing is power. And in that spirit, today I'll share breathwork practices that can ease fatigue, clear trauma's residue, and restore the vitality our souls were born to carry. Today, we'll dive deep into somatic breathwork, its ancient roots in shamanic, Ayurvedic, spiritual, and religious traditions, enriched by psychology, trauma healing, and medical insights. Why it's a lifeline for us battling fatigue from illness and abuse, with practices to restore your vibrant essence. Take a slow breath with me now. Feel it anchor you. Let's flow into this sacred space, speaking directly to you, empaths and heyokas who inhale the world's whispers. Somatic breathwork is your gentle warrior, a body-centered path that honors the depth of your sensitivity. Trauma and illness disrupt our breath, turning it shallow, hurried, trapped in the chest, as if we're holding on to unspoken fears or bracing against the next blow. For us, the ones who absorb energies like sponges, this creates a vicious cycle of fatigue. Narcissistic abuse might leave your breath jagged with anxiety, stalking a constant inhale of vigilance, and illnesses like mono or bronchitis, making every breath a labor, a reminder of fragility. Somatic approaches, drawing from mindful breathing in yoga and therapeutic practices like somatic experiencing, reclaim the breath as a bridge to the nervous system, activating the parasympathetic rest and digest mode to release pent-up stress without words, just pure, embodied sensation. It's a lifeline for heyokas who mirror chaos and need tools to clear the residue, and empaths who must exhale energies that aren't theirs to reclaim their vitality. But pause, my chosen mystics. Breathwork isn't a fleeting trend. It's a timeless thread woven through shamanic, Ayurvedic, spiritual, and religious traditions, now validated by psychology, trauma healing, and medicine. As sensitives attuned to the cosmos, you feel this truth. Breath is the bridge between body and spirit, a sacred rhythm that heals when we align with it. Let's explore these roots deeply, layering in historical context, personal ties, and scientific grounding to enrich our practice. In shamanic traditions, spanning cultures from Siberian Tuvans to Lakota Sioux, breath is a portal to the spirit world. Shamans use rhythmic, conscious breathing in ceremonies, often paired with chanting or drumming, to enter altered states, release energetic blockages, and retrieve soul fragments lost to trauma, a practice mirroring the dissociation we feel from abuse or illness. This is akin to Aboriginal Australian songlines, where breath carries healing vibrations, purifying the body of intrusions, foreign energies like the fear from stalking or the shame from doxing. For me, this resonates as a way to exhale the heavy vibrations of being followed, like cleansing smoke rising from a sacred fire, restoring my spirit's alignment with the earth's pulse. Historically, shamans saw breath as the life force animating the body, a gift from the Creator, making it a tool to heal both physical and spiritual wounds, perfect for empaths carrying others' pain, or heyokas, reflecting collective shadows. Ayurvedically, from India's ancient Vedas, breathwork flourishes as pranayama, the art of controlling prana, life force, to balance the doshas, vata, pitta, kapha, and harmonize body, mind, and spirit. Techniques like nadi shodhana, alternate nostril breathing, or ujjayi, ocean breath, ground vata's airy, anxious excess, which flares in trauma or fatigue, while diaphragmatic breathing nourishes cells with oxygen, easing mono's drain or bronchitis's inflammation. Ayurveda views breath as the carrier of oyas, the vital essence depleted by illness or emotional overload. Think of it as the body's energetic battery, which we sensitives drain fast. Pranayama strengthens immunity, reduces stress hormones, and fosters mental clarity, as studies confirmed its impact on lowering cortisol and boosting respiratory health. For heyokas, it's a tool to stabilize the chaos of mirroring. For empaths, it's a shield against absorbing external negativity. Personally, practicing nadi shodhana has calmed the racing thoughts from psychological violence, like balancing the scales of my inner world. Spiritually, breath is the divine spark, pneuma in Greek philosophy, ruach in Hebrew scriptures, chi in Taoism, linking us to the cosmos. In Sufi mysticism, breath in dhikr, remembrance, invokes divine presence, each inhale drawing in light, each exhale releasing pain, like letting go of abuse's echoes. In Buddhist mindfulness, anapanasati, breath awareness, cultivates equanimity, iti, helping us observe sensations without attachment, a practice vital for empaths overwhelmed by others' emotions. Religiously, breath is sacred. Christian breath prayers, like the Jesus prayer, synchronize breath with devotion to anchor the soul. Hindu pranayama aligns with mantras to Krishna for liberation. Islamic salat prostrations pair breath with submission to Allah, grounding the body in faith. These practices heal by connecting us to the eternal, dissolving the isolation of trauma like being filmed, offering empaths a divine refuge and heyokas a steady center for their sacred clowning. Psychologically, breathwork regulates the autonomic nervous system, as polyvagal theory explains, stimulating the vagus nerve to shift from fight-flight-freeze to calm connection, reducing anxiety as seen in CBT's 478 breathing studies, which lower heart rate variability. In trauma healing, methods like holotropic breathwork or Levine's titration use breath to bypass cognitive loops, releasing stored pain from the body, crucial for us processing the freeze response from narcissistic abuse or the hyperarousal of stalking. Medically, breathwork oxygenates lungs, clears mucus in bronchitis recovery, lowers blood pressure, and reduces inflammation, with studies showing improved quality of life in chronic illness by enhancing lung capacity and reducing oxidative stress. For mono, It supports cellular repair by boosting oxygen delivery, countering fatigue's grip. These layers, ancient and modern, make breathwork a holistic medicine for our sensitive souls, transforming exhaustion into vitality. Let's dive into these practices together, with me guiding you slowly, offering variations and longer pauses to honor your depth. First, the 4-7-8 breath, a somatic reset for easing fatigue, rooted in both CBT and Ayurvedic pranayama. Sit or lie in a safe space, light a candle or place a crystal to invoke your inner light. Inhale quietly through your nose for 4 counts, feeling your belly expand like a balloon of calm energy. Hold for 7, soaking in stillness, like a shaman pausing in the spirit realm. Exhale through your mouth for 8 with a soft whoosh, imagining releasing heavy vibes, abuses anxiety, illnesses fog. Notice deep feelers. Does your chest soften? For me, this eases bronchitis's tightness and stalking's alertness. Vary it. Add a visualization of golden light on the inhale, dark smoke on the exhale. Repeat with me. Inhale, hold, exhale. 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 If trauma echoes surface, let them drift out like clouds. No need to hold them. Next, belly breathing, a somatic cornerstone, echoing Ayurveda's diaphragmatic focus and shamanic cleansing. Place one hand on your abdomen, the intuitive core where empaths store absorbed emotions. Inhale deeply through your nose, letting your belly rise while your chest stays quiet, shifting from fight-flight shallowness. Exhale slowly, like releasing old skins. For Heyokas, mirror calm. Visualize inhaling pure light, exhaling doxing's shadows, or psychological violence's weight. For illness, it oxygenates tired cells, easing mono's drain. Add a variation, hum softly on the exhale, like a Tibetan monk's chant, to deepen vibration. Inhale light, exhale hum. Inhale light, exhale hum. Inhale light, exhale. Inhale light, exhale. Inhale light, exhale. Breathe in strength, out fatigue. Feel warmth spreading. That's your prana awakening. If grief or fear surfaces, acknowledge. I see you. I release you. Finally, the sighing release, a powerful somatic discharge rooted in shamanic trembling and religious exhalation. Inhale deeply, filling your lungs with intention, then sigh out loudly. Ah. Like a heyoka laughing at pain's absurdity, or a devotee chanting in worship. Let the vibration ripple through, shaking loose trapped energies. Repeat 6, 7 times, each sigh longer. Imagining it carries away stalking's fear or abuse's venom. Vary by adding a gentle sway, aligning with Sufi movement. This completes stress cycles, vital for empaths frozen in overwhelm or heyokas heavy with mirrored pain. For me, it's opened my bronchitis-scarred chest and freed trauma's grip. Feel the echo in your core. That's freedom rising. If emotions bubble up, let them flow out with each sigh. My mystics, breathe gently. If intensity stirs, pause and ground your feet. This is your power, breath as sacred medicine. As we close this breath-filled sanctuary, know this. Somatic breathwork is your divine inheritance. Empaths and heyokas, a tool to dissolve fatigue from illness and abuse, restoring your radiant essence. We've journeyed deep through ancient wisdoms, modern science, and embodied practices to empower your return to vitality. By embracing shorter videos and a slower rhythm, I'm living this breathwork, modeling the pause we need to heal, inviting you to inhale this truth too. Practice these breaths daily, vary them as your energy shifts, and watch them lighten your load, amplifying your mystical gifts. You're chosen to transmute pain into power, to heal the collective by healing yourself. If this breathed life into you, subscribe, share with a fellow sensitive soul, and meet me next for grounding practices to anchor deeper. For now, breathe deeply, guard your energy, and let your light shine eternal. You are held always. Stay lit.